Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. On the return, here's Jones. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Murray on 3rd down. He's got McBride complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
A 60-yard attempt.
Fields it, and he's going to run this one back from the end zone. And the fumble recovery is made. Runs by the 30. And such an underrated return there. He snags the missed field goal, gets some good yardage before he steps out of bounds. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he'll get it up to the 44. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Tunga Bailoa. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead with Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First down.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again, following the set. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Murray here on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move him forward.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Looking underneath here for Connor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Murray on the play fake. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to the air, Murray. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, And let the cover guys go shut it down.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Again, it's Murray to throw. Into the hands of Harrison. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up 1st and 10. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 29. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll toss it. Genty. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
From the 38. Hits him on the out route. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Genty from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st down. Here's Tua. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
He brings it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Design bootleg here. He rolls to his right. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Rolling out to his left. Able to hit Ryman. Complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Cardinals will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down around the 34.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The counter give here to Pacheco. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Blast through midfield, and he works this down to the 41. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. He's up again. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
First down from the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cardinals 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Jones. Spins out of one stop, and this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jermaine Pratt picks it.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On first down, Genty. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, here we go. Second down. Two and out from the gun. Buying some time left. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Here's Murray, first and 10. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. Escapes out to the left. Now he's throwing deep, left side. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down. It is caught at the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That's it's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
To kick off.
Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. The ball's out. He lost it. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Tua off the play fake. That's to the rookie out of TCU. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll come up 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Jency on the give. He's headed right. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
44. Ready. Ready, team. With it. All right, fellas. Listen up.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Tua out of the pistol. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they catch catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First and 10, Murray. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Murray looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. It's cut by Harrison. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Now Murray on the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm. Gets QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Could be the goal line. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. Trevin Pride, the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Trey Tucker to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And the Las Vegas first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. Across midfield at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a fourth quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
DeMercado bringing it back. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Left side into the hands of McBride. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Play action now. Murray headed out right. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now trail by just a point in the fourth. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa back to throw. And they pick him off again. Max Melton with the INT. And the Cardinals have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Murray here on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They've got 1st down from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Chased out to his right. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's got him, that's McBride. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets this forward to the 19. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against the defense. You'll storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Looking to throw. There's a screen to Benson. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returning it from the 4. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
1st down. Here's Tua. Getting out to his left. Connects with the open man downfield. Lee will get this inside the 30. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Raiders trail by a field goal. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They give left side to Genty. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
This is Gentile on second. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Running back, motioning right. Throwing now. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Oh, he's going to run for it. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards, and a successful conversion on 4th.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Vacates quickly left side. Got his man. That's Zay Jones. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19.
To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Out, out. Whoa.
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, Raiders.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Going play action here. Brissett. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care. But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.